to do an interview because it is my 1-year anniversary. So, we are going to feed these urchins and I'm going to ask them. So, what do you think these sea urchins?
Well, right now I have here is gel food, and we get it in a powder form, and then we add boiling water to it, and we put it in kind of looks like a big brownie mold once we get it formed, and then we can cut it up to whatever sizes we want. So right now I have it into little tiny cubes, and it is mostly gel, and these urchins are algae eaters. So this is really close to what they would naturally eat in the wild in the tide pools. So what I'm going to do is you'll see I'm going to put it right on their spine so that eventually over time you'll see that they move it down to the bottom. Their mouths are at the bottom of their body. And I could make it easier for them by putting it down the bottom of their body, but I want you to show you how when they do catch a piece of fish or something that's swimming around, how they move it down to their mouths over time. So all I'm doing right here, and you'll start seeing their spines take hold of that. And slowly over time it'll move. So I have a cube for almost everybody in here, and I'll be feeding our urchins. I'll be feeding our abalone, which I'll feed right now. They are also algae eaters. You see them closing up. We have our purple urchins, our red urchins, and we have a few anemones that I will also be feeding. So a lot of animals to feed in this pool. So I started this corner, and you're welcome to ask more questions or even touch. This is a touch pool for our guests.
And where do most of these live naturally?
Oh, that's a really good question. You'll find these in the tide pool. So actually, we are at Hatfield Marine Science Center in Newport, and we're lucky to be located where we are. We have lots of tide pools locally that we collect these animals from, and we bring them in here so that our guests can get a close-up vision and get to touch these animals here. So,
What do they choose? Like, what do they just eat the algae?
these are sea stars. This is a leather sea star, and I can feed them this green gel, or I can feed them pieces of fish or shrimp, clam, squid. So I feed them a variety throughout the week. So I just happen to have the gel food ready for them. So I'm going to tuck it in underneath these animals. You'll see their mouth is underneath, about directly on the bottom of the animal. Right about here is where its mouth is.
What does their mouth look like? Does it have a beak or something? Because I've heard that squids have beaks. So what does this have?
Let me show you. Luckily, he's not. So this is his underneath side. So that's his mouth. Mouth is right there. And these are the tube feet. What they attach to on the tide pool. But they'll also, if you put food right here, they will use their tube feet to move the food to their mouth eventually. Might be a very slow process while we're sitting here. They will, yes. Or they'll move their body to the center. Depends. No, and I'm just showing right now, just showing you where the mouth is. So typically I'll just tuck the food underneath. And you'll see right now he's more concerned with flipping back over. So I'm going to flip it back over.
The food fell down. The food fell down.
Right now it's just trying to right itself back up. So I'm going to put his food there, and I'm going to flip him over and let him focus on eating.
Thank you for showing me all this.
Thank you, Sophia. So nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you too. And thank you for joining me on Sophia's Spotlight.